I've had the most transformative moment in my life, and I have to document this, okay? It is January 14th, 2025. And I just had the revelation that I have both light and dark. All of us do, right? But I let my light win. And letting my light win propels me forward. I have toxic traits, and sometimes the not that great of thoughts, but I let the light win. And I think it's like those angels on the shoulder, right? Like one telling you to be bad, one telling you to be good. Like we all have that, and we all can make the conscious decision to choose whichever we want. Like that's the free will right there, right? But like one path is inherently blessed because it's the light, and one path isn't. Like I like to think like when we think about like the enemy or whatever, it's less of like a actual like entity and more like what's in humans. Like the enemy can live inside of a human, or like attached to a human, or you can let the enemy use you for its purpose, or you can be guided by the light and let God use you for his purpose. I guess whatever you decide. It's whatever you decide, like whatever force you want to push, because it's good and bad in the world. So it's like whatever you want to be an agent of, whatever you want to be a vessel for, whether it be light or dark. You get to choose what kind of vessel you're going to be. And also, I feel like you could change. You could change your purpose at any time. Like, I don't know. I feel like my spiritual antennas are up. My hair all over my face. I'm confused by how my phone is working. This is such a weird experience, but I choose to let the light win every time. So no matter what comes after me, what comes for me, what tries to spread its negative energy towards me, like I'm gonna choose light. You can say the most heinous thing to me, I'm like, okay, you letting the enemy use you today. I see you got the enemy on your shoulder today, don't you? I pray for your peace. I pray for your peace, sweetness. I pray for your peace. I pray for your peace. And I don't know if y'all noticed, like, since I done got more in alignment with my higher power, my skin looking clearer. I done lost some weight. Now I'm not saying the proof is in the pudding, but I ain't been shining like this since I was a newborn baby girl. I have not had a glow like this since I was a child. Jesus. It started in grade school where I'm like, homework, waking up early, you know, like we get distracted by the happenings of the world as we get older. And then it's like, oh, you got responsibilities. So you got this, you got that, you got to do this, you got to do that. And it's like, damn, you lose your spark, you lose your glow. But like, you can return back to who you were and tap in with them and be like, damn, we done made it a long way. We done went through some shit. We done had some experiences, but we're still here though. I just made the connection, y'all. When I was in college, I learned about this thing called Sankofa. I think it's West African, Ghana, I believe. And it's basically like go back and fetch it. Like go back and get it, right? And it stuck with me when I was in college. So much so that like a year after I took that class, I got a tattoo. It was the cheapest little tattoo. It was $30, right? And I was like, okay, I got my Sankofa tattoo on my back. I got the bird with like the neck bent over. I didn't put the egg on there, right? And then when I was like 24, I think, I was like, let me get this covered up. Let me get it like done better. So now I got a big Sankofa bird on my back with the egg, with all the meaning, with all the embellishments of who I grew to be. Because, you know, the first version was like a $30 version. Like, you're 19, you have zero money. Get this cheap ass tattoo, right? And then I got older and I'm like, you can afford a nice tattoo and you have vision now. Get this tattoo, right? And it's like, I always loved the tattoo. And I got it when I was still bigger. Like, and it's like, I wasn't never ashamed to be bigger. I just like was, you know, just being me, right? But it's just now coming together right now that the meaning of Sankofa is just now clicking for me, because I just had like some spiritual downloads where I'm going back and looking at my younger self and talking to my younger self and being my younger self and be like, dang, this spark, who I am right now, has always been me. Like, there's no genesis for me. Like, the moment I came out of the womb, I was chosen. Like, I was already blessed, but I didn't know because I got so clouded up by the happenings of the world. And it feels real powerful to have this realization. Like, it makes me realize that everything I've always ever needed was already right here. Like, you think about Dora the Explorer with the backpack. Like, she always got what she need before she even knows she needed. If you really think about it, Dora always had what she needed, and was it Dora or Mickey Mouse house? Both of them, the Mouse Cthulhu too, bitch, had everything that they needed for their travels, even though you didn't know where they was going. It was like a foreshadowing. That's how I feel about my knowledge. That's how I feel about this tattoo, for example, for a tangible example. I got this tattoo twice, different stages in my life, different meanings to me at that time, but now it's just now clicking. And it's like, dang, I've always been destined for this. Like, I've always been working towards being this person. It's nothing new. It's just an expansion of who I always been since I was a child. I have to go back and get it. I have to go back and search for what it was that made me happy. And it's always been music. It's always been art. It's always been being expressive. It's always been dancing. Like, it's always been singing. I used to write songs when I was a kid. Why did I ever stop? Why did I ever give it up? And I think it's just because life distracts you. When you start getting a little bit older and you realize that everything is not happiness around you, especially as a girl, you start to get a little bit older, like, dang, people will want to hurt me just because I'm a girl. People will want to use me because I'm a girl. People will trick me and lie to me because I'm a girl. So you got to add that wound to you. Then you got to start covering up more. Then you can't really dance like you used to because you're afraid of being seen. And you carry that with you. And then you choose people that don't really love you for real because you don't love yourself. And then along the path, something happens and you're like, I can't go for this. No, this is like too far gone. Then you make the change. And then you start to realize that you've been settling for less. And then you change. Slowly but surely. And you don't always know where you're going. But just that wherever you're going is somewhere you've never been before. Being this self-aware is like kind of crippling. It hurts my stomach. I don't know if I'm hungry or if it's just like, no, it's this transformation. And I really think that's why my weight was able to fall off like it did, because it was less about my habits but more about what was on my spirit. If I got a stressed spirit and I feel like there's a lack all around me and scarcity, my body is going to hold on to what it does not really need to, because I'm safe. I have everything I need, and I know that now. And now my body is releasing because I haven't really even changed my diet that much. Like, only thing I've stopped doing is like eating past satiation. Like, I used to eat for fun, but not all the time. Just like if the occasion called for, like, this lasagna is busting, I'm gonna get some more. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But I used to drink wine a lot. But that weaned off before I even thought about losing weight. I had stopped drinking wine as much as I did anyway. It's like it's a natural part of like, okay, you're over that stage. So I really think that the weight that I had was more spiritual than anything. And I'm just excited to see what the future holds for me. And I don't want to guess. I don't want to make no plans for it. I just want to see what naturally happens. Like what just comes to me without me being, I'm intentional with my life period, but I don't have to like know where I'm going. I don't have to have no plan for 2025. Like, oh my god, 2025 is gonna be this, and this is gonna be that. I don't have to do none of that shit. I can just show up daily, because that's all that I have is the daily, my daily bread. Anyway, I'm about to eat some peanut butter crackers and get myself some protein. Drink a little water, cause God done turned me every way but loose since yesterday. Hallelujah. Have a good day. Bye bye.